In this video, we'll talk about searching the ASU catalog using the basic search. To get to the library catalog from the library homepage, you can select the Books and Media tab in the box in the center of the page. When you go to search the library catalog, you can either search all holdings at ASU or all holdings as well as Western's holdings and as well as UNC Asheville. We have an agreement with them, and so we can easily access what they have in their catalog and get it mailed to us in a few days. For the purposes of this video, we're just going to search the ASU holdings. When you're doing research and you're trying to see what we have in the catalog on a certain author, it's important how you input their name. If you're looking for resources about an author, you'll want to do first name, last name. If you're looking for resources that were written by a certain author, you'll want to do last name, first name. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to search for Alice Walker as in pretending that she's my topic, and I'm going to look for resources that are about her. So I'm going to input her name, first name, last name, and click my search. Once you've done a search in the basic keyword search feature, you'll want to make note of a few things on the result page. First, you can pay attention to the icon to the left of each record that indicates what type of resource it is, whether it's an ebook, a streaming video, or a book. Each result on the page will give basic information about that item. So you have the title, the author, the year and the publication information, as well as how to locate the item. For books, it will give you the location within the library, the call number so you can find it on the shelf, as well as its status and whether it's been checked out or not. Other materials, such as streaming video and ebooks, you'll get links to either directly into access for that resource or into the full record so you can access the links there. To open up a record to get more information, you can then click on the title. So I'm going to click on this book. That's our first result on this page. So again, I can see the basic information that I saw on the result page, but with books and other resources, if you scroll down, you can get more information about it. So for example, subject headings that have been associated with that book. So subject headings act as tags, and you can see they'll hyperlinks. So you could click on one of these subject headings and find other materials that have that same subject. You can also scroll down and sometimes you'll get a summary of the book, you'll get information about the author and other things they've written, and you might also be able to access the table of contents and reviews about the book. So these can help give you some indicators of the quality of the book, but you'll want to do maybe some extra research on top of this, looking more into the author's background, looking into the title itself, and seeing what other reviews exist for it. Scrolling back to the top for books, again, you want to pay attention to the location here and the call number. So the call number, the Belk Library uses the Library of Congress call number, and these are organized by letter and then alphabetically and then numerically. And if you need help figuring out where it is in the library, you can select this Map It button at the end. And this will bring up a map of Belk Library, and it will show you what floor it's on. So the P's are on the 3rd floor. And it will show me about what shelf it should be located on in the library. So this is an easy way for me to figure out how to get to it and find it on the shelf. Make sure you're paying attention to the status and that it's not checked out already. If it's not checked out, it should be on the shelf. You can also, at the top here, request the book. So you can request that it be pulled and put on hold for you at our main desk, and that would be an easy way to access it. If you do have trouble finding books in the library, you can ask us at the main desk and we're happy to help. The other thing to know about the Library of Congress and how things are organized is usually things are grouped together that are about like topics. So if I clicked on this nearby on the shelf, I can see we have the record that we were just looking at, the book here in yellow, but I can see what other books are around my book on the shelf. So I have an idea of what other books I might be able to check out when I get up and look at the book in the stacks, or other books maybe to request and put on hold. And you can see that they're all based on Alice Walker. So usually if you can find a call number associated with your topic, you should be able to find some like-themed items around it in our catalog and on our shelves. For more information or help, please contact a librarian at Belk Library at library.appstate.edu.